Gentlemen, we are live in effect. We are live in effect. So we got to discuss the Sambo class, right? And what I mean by the Sambo class is the black people that's out here tap dancing against Karmelo Anthony. The black people that's out here seeking validation from the YT community, right? And they know it's much easier to go against the grain, right? They like to play it safe because they want YT approval. So they out here going against our brother Karmelo Anthony, trying to paint a narrative that's not true. But we gonna debunk all the lies, the false narrative that they trying to portray on our good brother Karmelo Anthony while we fighting to get this appeal, while we fighting to get this retrial. But I just want to show you guys the hypocrisy of these losers out here, like your Stephen A. Smiths, your angry man. It's a lot of black people out here tap dancing against Karmelo Anthony. But my question to you guys out there, where is that going to get you? You trying to get you a seat at the table to get some of them butter biscuits? You trying to get some of them butter biscuits, huh? Jamel Hill, I see you out there hating on black men. But we finna get into it, gentlemen. While you guys are coming on in, make sure you guys smash that like button. We are almost at 10K subscribers because of you guys' support. If you're watching this on the playback, make sure you guys hype this video. And if you want to become a member of this channel, it will be gladly appreciated, right? Link is in the description or is in the bio. Become a member of the channel, support the work that we got going on over here. But let's get into what Stephen A. Right? I've been seeing him doing a lot of buck dancing on the internet lately, right? All of his content lately has been targeted towards Karmelo Anthony. So let's just address Stephen A. and see what he had to say after the sentencing of our good brother Karmelo Anthony. Make sure you guys smash that like button. Let's get into it.
In danger because a black man or child, whatever, about to be 18, was found guilty for stabbing a white kid through the heart and killing him. So he was found guilty on murder for stabbing Austin Metcalf through the heart and killing him at a track meet with a knife he was not supposed to have at that track meet. He's acting like, what is she supposed to do about her boys? Ma'am, the biggest threat to your boys is not white people. It's other black boys, other black men. Around 9 out of 10 times a black man is murdered, he's murdered at the hands of another black person.
That's obvious. Most of the crime that happens in any community is going to be by the hands of that race. That's obvious. That's a very low IQ take to say something like that.
Criminal justice system is not out here targeting black people. She's overreacting to a situation that she does not need to be reacting to in this way. And it makes her look goofy, uneducated, ignorant, and stupid. I guess black parents need to teach their children about things like this because, yeah, you bring a knife to defend yourself, but now you're possibly going to jail for the rest of your life. He was not about to be beaten to death at that track meet. There's no need for him to have a knife. But rather than acknowledging the uncomfortable truths and realities of the situation, we just want to claim and play victim. And what am I going to tell my boys now? Tell your boys to not bring knives to track meets. Tell your boys to hang around with good people, make good decisions. Don't sell drugs. Don't do drugs. Don't hang out with gangbangers. For them to go become...
Bro, this is the typical, stereotypical white supremacist playbook. This is the typical, don't do drugs, don't be a gangbanger, don't bring a knife to a track meet. Which is, you know, Karmelo was legal to have, by the way. So I don't know why people keep saying, why did he have a knife? These people want to be accepted so bad, bro. The Sambo class that's out here butt breaking out here for the YT community is insane.
Productive member of society who consistently brings value. are a lot of things that she could be telling her boys.
Welcome to this latest edition of Straight Shooter with yours truly.
Exactly, Tori.
Obviously, you have to be living under a rock to not know what that video is stemming from. It's stemming from a teen by the name of Karmelo Anthony being found guilty of first-degree murder in Texas and getting sentenced to 35 years in prison. And there's a lot of people raising holy hell about it because they think that the verdict is excruciatingly unfair. Karmelo Anthony is his name. He's 19 years of age. Was indicted on first-degree murder in a fatal stabbing of 17-year-old Austin Metcalf at a track meet in Frisco, Texas. This happened in April of 2025. Prosecutors called the stabbing senseless and plain and simple murder, while the defense argued that Anthony acted in self-defense. Following the announcement of the jury's sentencing of 35 years, Metcalf's parents spoke, and obviously people were in an uproar outside. And I'll get to all of that in a second outside the courthouse.
Salute.
To me, I've been very, very hesitant to comment on this.
Salute to
because
the chat.
obviously all the facts, you want to make sure that you have all the facts in play and what have you. And upon reading about the facts,
He said he got all the facts. He read upon the facts. Let's see if Stephen A is going to point out the facts. He said he got the facts in front of him. Let's see.
hearing what happened from witnesses, from what was they said, Karmelo Anthony told them what happened himself, and what information and what evidence was deduced, we're looking at the fact that he was sentenced to 35 years. What I'm getting tired of is folks coming to the situation a bit late. All of this noise that's being made about the verdict, how come the noise wasn't made from open and tap to make sure proper representation was provided? So therefore, we couldn't be sitting back after a sentencing of 35 years in prison was handed down, looking to correct the error of the court's ways in your mind. Let me state for the record and get this out the way right now. I am not happy that Karmelo Anthony got sentenced to 35 years. I'm not happy with the sentencing because I'm not happy with the makeup of the jury. 18 jurors, about 6 minorities, none of whom happen to be black. I don't believe that's being judged by a jury of your peers. Here's the reality, though. That's all I can say. That is all I can say. Karmelo Anthony murdered Austin Metcalf. There is no other way to slice it.
Oh, really?
How else do you explain, or can you explain? You at a track meet, appearing in a visitor's tent.
Okay.
Austin Metcalf and his brother, according to reports, come over to you,
All right.
asking you to leave because you're sitting under their tent. An argument ensues. Folks have said it spanned more than 5-6 minutes. Others said it went as long as 15.
This guy, bro.
A two-hand shove is believed to have happened by one witness. Another witness said it was a one-hand shove. How does that justify Karmelo Anthony pulling out a knife?
Well, let me help you out, Stephen A., because I understand, right? You performing right now, right? The powers that be came down and told you to do what you doing right now, right? You're buck dancing. And you leaving a lot of evidence out while you trying to portray Karmelo like some thug, like he came to this tent. First of all, let me correct you. The Austin Metcalf, the Metcalf brothers, They don't own their tent. A student don't have the right to tell another student what to do. I'm pretty sure you was in school at one point in time, all of us, Stephen A. Smith. A student don't have the authority to tell another student what to do, let alone put their hands on another student. We was told in high school, Stephen A., that if you got an issue with a student, go get an adult. Go get a teacher. Go get a coach. I'm pretty sure plenty of coaches was around if the Metcalf brothers really had an issue with Karmelo being under this tent. See, what you're trying to do is make it seem like that the Metcalf brothers are some type of police and they got some type of authority over Karmelo Anthony. Karmelo Anthony was sitting down under a tent because it was raining. He wasn't bothering anybody. He didn't confront anybody. He wasn't looking for any trouble. But you failed to acknowledge that. Because a lot of these people like to say Karmelo Anthony unalive Austin Metcalf, but they put a period at the end of that. No, he unalived him because he put his hands on him. However y'all try to justify this, oh, it was one hand shove, it was a two-hand push. How about don't put your hands on another child? How about that, Stevie A? How about if Karmelo was such an issue under this tent, which I don't even understand. I don't even understand how could this even come out your mouth. And you know what you're doing. Austin Metcalf had an issue with Karmelo Anthony because Karmelo Anthony was black and he was raised off racism and hatred, as we can see from his father, Jeff Metcalf. So all this, why he brought a knife to the track meet is none and void. Why was he sitting under the visitor tent is none and void, Stephen A. He wasn't there looking for problems. He didn't confront anybody. All he was doing was taking a damn seat. But you're not going to mention none of that. Of course you're not. Because you tap dancing. I expect nothing less from you, Stephen A.
And stabbing Austin Metcalf to death. How?
Salute, family.
How?
Salute to the chat. Smash
Some
that
would
like
argue,
button.
What the hell were you doing at the track meet with a knife to begin with? Others would argue it wasn't like you were in fear for your life. There were witnesses around. There were people around. At worst, they might have expected fisticuffs, if that. A matter of fact, one witness was quoted as hearing Austin Metcalf said, I don't want to fight you. I don't want to fight you. But Karmelo Anthony saying, touch me, put your hands on me, and watch what happens.
But the thing is, you guys out there cannot tell someone when they feel like their life is in danger, Stephen A. You can't tell me how I feel or how to dictate how I react if my life is in danger. You wasn't there. You wasn't in the moment. And this is y'all problem. Y'all trying to dictate the outcome, but y'all fail to. We are only in this situation because of Austin Metcalf, but you try to brush over that. A lot of y'all try to brush over the fact that he put his hands on Karmelo. The only thing that y'all want to harp on is him. Why would some might argue, why would he bring a knife to a track meet? Because it's legal, which they stated in court. It was lawful. Karmelo Anthony wasn't breaking any rules. He wasn't causing a scene. He wasn't hurting anybody. But you have to paint this narrative, and you can't even be fair and balanced in your take, Stephen A. That's why they call you a raccoon. And you know what you're doing. You painted a narrative to make Karmelo look like the bad guy. But you fail to understand that he was approached. He didn't go seek Austin Metcalf. He was sitting down 15 minutes before Austin them even approached him. And he got jumped, by the way. fucking clown.
A witness, not a witness to the actual stabbing, but somebody who was in attendance in the immediate aftermath of the stabbing, reportedly, according to testimony, sworn testimony, on the stand said they went to Karmelo Anthony, who had jogged away from the area of the incident. They walked up to him and they said, "What happened?" He said he put his hands on me, as in Austin Metcalf. He put his hands on me, so I stabbed him. That's not justification
Yes, it is.
for killing someone.
Yes, it is.
I would give anything to be able to say something definitively in Karmelo Anthony's defense.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
If there was a shred of innocence to the incident itself, I would say so.
Oh my God, bro.
I don't want to see a little black young man going to jail.
This guy.
But I don't give a damn what your race. I don't give a damn about what your race, your ethnicity is.
Okay, so why you not holding Austin accountable? You just went on this whole spiel holding Karmelo Anthony accountable. Okay, cool. Gotcha. But why you don't have that same sentiment with Austin Metcalf and Hunter Metcalf that lied in multiple interviews about who picked up the bag, who swung first, who confronted who first? Why you not being fair, Stephen A? Do you not know we are in this mess because of Austin? But somehow y'all want to deputize Austin like he's the fucking sheriff of the tent. Like Austin would have still been alive if he would have just minded his business. Because you know what's crazy? Y'all know what's crazy? That they come up with so many excuses for how Karmelo reacted, but they have no pushback for the reason why. Because I'm pretty sure it was plenty other white people that was sitting in the tent. Why they didn't confront Karmelo? Why the other white people that was under the tent didn't confront Karmelo? You know why? Because they was probably raised to mind their business. But you know who was raised off racism and hatred and anti-black? Austin and Hunter Metcalf. Because their racism compelled them to say something to this boy. Because there was other white students under the tent. They didn't bother Karmelo. They didn't put their hands on Karmelo. They were just at a track meet, minding their business, trying to stay under the tent to stay dry because it was a storm going on. Why none of the other white kids confront Karmelo? Only Metcalf and his brother. Only Hunter and his brother. But you know you're not being fair, Stephen A. All of this is one-sided with these Sambos. See, the Sambo class trying to divide us. That's what they trying to do. See, the Sambo class, while they tap dancing for white approval, they're trying to get us off focus. They trying to make it seem like that we not on the right side of history. And it's something wrong with us with defending Karmelo Anthony. You can't tell me no type of way why he innocent. Really? You talking about an innocent boy that was just sitting down under a tent, bro? This tent thing that y'all keep bringing up, it's such a low IQ conversation, and I can't believe we having this. He was told 15 times to leave. I don't give a damn if he was asked 50 times to leave. Can't no other child remove another child. I wish a mother effer would told me when I was in high school, another child student, I would laugh at them for one, because I wouldn't even take you serious. If another child tell me to move somewhere during a track event. But that's the only thing they have to stand on because they really don't have no argument. The only thing they have to do is try to make Karmelo to be a thug.
Just because you're white and young doesn't mean you deserve to be murdered. And just because you're black and young with challenges that black folks face every single day doesn't give you a license to murder someone.
This guy, bro.
That's what happened.
That's not what happened.
Now, I know there's some people out there that's going to look at this, and there's a lot of thoughts that's going to come to their mind. There's a lot of people that are in an uproar right now. Of course, when you talk about Frisco, Texas, you talk about stuff in the Dallas area, anybody with an incident like this is going to want to hear from Representative Jasmine Crockett. Obviously, she had a lot to say about this, and there are others who responded to what she had to say. Take a listen.
This wasn't someone who said, hey, let me stab you 5, 6, 7 times. And so when you're looking at the punishment range, there's a reason in Texas that it goes from 5 to 99 or life, because you are looking at how intentional, like how bad was this? 35 years for a kid who had decided to go under a tent that was not his team's tent as it was raining. The fact that there was little to no mercy seen or humanity seen when this black boy said that I was scared, or the fact that honestly anybody else.
They know that that's how it is, but the white kid is trying to reason with him and end up stabbing him.
Oh, so Austin was trying to reason with Karmelo? Hold on, let me play this back, because this is a fool right here. This fool right here.
And y'all, taking up for these police officers that's trained.
Look at this tap dancing fool
Do
right
you
here.
know how different it is to be at a track meet and a guy say, move out of my tent, and he say, I don't want to fight you, and you stabbed him, compared to a police officer?
So if he did not want to fight Karmelo, why he put his hand? These people is trying to create their own scenario of what happened. If Austin didn't want to fight Karmelo, why he put his hands on him? Because Karmelo warned him. This is facts. If you put your hands on me again, I'm going to give you a reason to do so. So if Austin didn't want to, where y'all getting this from that Austin said he didn't want to fight? This is a lie. Those kids that got on that stand, they lied. Y'all just making up lies. Austin came there to fight. Hunter came there to fight. Because they are bullies, they are degenerates, and they are animals.
Who people are trying to beat and kill. The crazy thing is that they know that that's how it is, but the white kid is trying to reason with him.
Oh my God, bro.
And end up stabbing him. When he know doggone well, if them white boys came under his tent at his school, people be like, well, man, you got to get up out this tent or we're going to start throwing blows.
No, we not. No, we not. No, we
And they
not.
act like they victims, knowing that they would have been fighting instead of talking in the first place.
So you think, and this lady right here, Jamel Hill, with her raccoon ass, I'm going to get on her, right? This misandrist, because she's anti-black. She's anti-black man. She's a product of Stephen A. Smith. She be tap dancing. But let me get back to this coward, Officer Tatum. You think that black people will beat up a white dude just because he's sitting under a tent? See, you just have to, see, right now they grasping for straws. They grasping for straws. They don't have a leg to stand on, guys. They have no leg. They cannot justify this. The facts is not on their side. The only thing they have to hang their hat on is saying that, oh, well, he got sentenced to 35 years. That's it.
Us, especially to teach our young black boys, because we have definitely seen this in our community. where the slightest of things has touched off something that can't be reversed.
That's
and
true.
decision making
Shut
and
up.
discernment and wisdom. And those are not easy conversations to have in a world that sees them the way that they do, but we have to have them to save them.
The first woman.
First of all, shut up, Jamel Hill. Don't nobody want to hear you talk with that blonde wig in your head. We know you are misandrous. We know you don't like black boys. You don't like black men. I don't want to hear you talk. And black women like you is an enemy to the community. Let me tell you something. Jamel Hill got the nerve to try to criticize black mothers. And in particular, you trying to criticize Karmelo Anthony's mother. That black woman that done a damn good job with raising that boy. That boy was a straight A student. He don't have a criminal history. He worked 2 jobs. He had over 30 scholarships. And he was the captain of the football team. So you can miss me with this. We got to do better with our black boys, our parents, our other women. That's basically what you were doing, Jamel Hill. Because Jamel Hill, which is a failed sports anchor, was a product of Stephen A. Smith. I don't know if y'all remember when she was on ESPN. Her and that champion lady, all of them that was on ESPN was tap dancing. All of them. But now Jamel Hill want to come out here and try to criticize black boys. Shut your damn mouth. We don't want to hear your mouth. You was the same woman that said that black men are the white men in the community. You had the nerve to say that. And now you trying to attack. Oh, I understand that we got some black boys that need to be corrected in this community. But why you don't want to talk about the mothers that's actually doing the job? Why you don't want to talk about the black mothers that's actually raised their sons up to be upstanding citizens? Because it's easy to point at the trifling black mothers in our community. That's low-hanging fruit. But we supposed to be putting Karmelo's mother on a pedestal, put his father on a pedestal for doing a good job. They are the standard of black parents in our community. But now you want to go out here and attack the black women that ain't doing a good job. And y'all want to call Karmelo Anthony mothers all type of names. Why not support this woman in her time of need? This is Jamel Hill, bro, with that crooked ass.
It was Representative Jasmine Crockett out of Texas. The second was Officer Tatum, a popular podcaster who was just on this show recently debating someone on the liberal side. He's a conservative. And the last person was Jamel Hill, who's been in this business for many years, doing outstanding work as a reporter.
No,
first
she
for
not.
ESPN and
No, she not. Jamel Hill is a raccoon just like the rest of y'all. Jamel Hill be tap dancing just like y'all. She's anti-black. She's anti-black man. I don't respect no black woman that don't respect black men. Because all she try to do is take a dig at the black women that ain't doing a good job for her children. Okay, cool. We understand. We can hold those black women accountable. But that's not what's at hand right now. We talking about a black woman, which is Karmelo Anthony's mother, that did a damn good job. Her and that father. But y'all don't want to bring that up. You want to talk about something that don't have nothing to do with this. If you got a problem with the women that's trifling in the community, go talk about that, Jamel. But we do need to talk about our boys. We do need to teach our boys emotional control. Karmelo Anthony had emotional control because he warned Austin not to put his hands on him. This woman is afraid of her natural look. This woman, she want to identify as a white woman. She want to identify as a white woman. Every time you see Jamel Hill, she got a blonde wig on. You don't give a damn about black boys. Stop lying. Ma'am, you are a misandrist. You hate boys and black men. She's a product of, that's why Stephen A. finna big her up, because she's a product of Stephen A. Smith.
Now for The Athletic. Everybody has a point.
Smash that like button, guys.
This is not.
I know we got a lot of hate watchers in here. Like I said, this is the show for accountability, and it's going to make a lot of y'all uncomfortable when y'all afraid of accountability. But all the people that support, smash that like button. We got to drown the haters out.
About both sides. No, this is not what that's
Salute
about.
to the chat. Salute to the
what
chat.
they said there.
Salute to the chat. Y'all cooking.
See, you're not going to hear me say that Carmelo Anthony didn't deserve to be convicted.
I see it.
You had no business having a knife at the incident. You damn sure had no business pulling it out. And you damn sure had no business stabbing somebody in the heart. Chat.
What you mean he didn't have no business having a knife on him, Stephen A? Where are y'all getting this from? That he didn't have no business having a knife on him. Says who? Stephen A. I don't know what's going on up here. Maybe your hairline is pushed back too far, right? You probably need to just cut it all off like me and go natural. He didn't get charged with having a weapon on him, Stephen A. So can we please stop bringing that knife thing up or why he had a knife on him? It was legal. Can we say it together? 1, 2, 3. It was legal. It was legal. God damn.
Right ventricle, what they said. He had no business doing that. Over an argument? For what? One incident ruined the rest of your life. You were crying after the verdict. You were crying approaching and re-entering the courtroom for sentencing. Because obviously if you had to do it all over again, it's the last thing you would do. Why? So nobody is trying to absolve him from the heinous act that he committed. But listening to Representative Jasmine Crockett, I would ask an Officer Tatum or anybody else to pay attention to the specificity of what she said in this regard. She's talking about the 35-year sentencing. She's not touching on his innocence or guilt. And the reason why you touch on the 35-year sentencing, remember, she's licensed to practice law in Texas and Arkansas and federally, so she'd have a clue about what she's talking about. The reason why she brought this up is because of the case of Casey Allison.
Okay.
May not have heard that name before.
Let's get into it.
But this person, Casey Allison, who obviously is not black,
Okay.
I should say obviously, but is not black, was sentenced to 10 years in prison after a 2022 stabbing at Belton High School that killed 18-year-old Jose Ramirez during a bathroom fight.
Okay.
This is also in Texas. But Allison was not convicted of murder. A jury instead found him guilty of criminally negligent homicide, a much lower level offense under Texas law. So what you're having is a situation where the law in Texas allows you to impose a sentencing of anywhere from, 5 years to 40 years or whatever it is. Whereas when it's criminally negligent homicide, that's a far lesser charge.
See, what Stephen A is doing right now, he's being disingenuous about this case, about that white boy that stabbed that Mexican boy in the bathroom at school. This was actually premeditated, and I played it on the screen, right? When he was texting people talking about how he want to put this boy in the ICU, that he was trying to, escape out of Texas, that he was looking for weapons. And not only did he stab that boy in that bathroom during a fight, he stabbed him over 4 times. And he got sentenced to 10 years. And he got sentenced last year. He will be out in the next 4 years. But Karmelo only poked him 1 time and he ran. That's how you know he didn't intend on hurting Austin like that. He was scared. He was afraid. Anybody that have the intent to harm somebody, they not going to poke you and run away. They might do it a couple more times, just like that white boy did to that Mexican child. He stabbed him over 4 times. And premeditated. They had evidence, text message, phone calls, talking about what he was going to do to this boy. But Stephen A ain't going to talk about that. Stephen A ain't going to talk about how Austin and Hunter are bullies. Yeah, he was trying to lead a state. Yes, now this case was a case on first degree murder.
So what they're saying is it's a similar incident. And if the incidents were similar, why is one sentenced for 10 years and the other is for 35?
But the thing is, Stephen A., it's not similar. When we bring that case up with Casey Allen, we're saying that he actually premeditated his murder, his unaliving. And he poked that boy multiple times. Austin did one poke, he ran away and went straight to a coach. And he was crying. And he was hoping that Austin didn't get unalive. That boy, Casey Allen, that boy premeditated that. He had text messages saying that he want to do this to that boy. He's going to do that. He want to seriously hurt this boy. And he actually did this in the school. In the school. But Stephen A. is trying to talk about like, he don't want to go in detail about this. You know why? Because he got to straddle the fence. See, this Sambo right here in the Sambo class, they can't go into details because they gotta act like they fair. They gotta act like they balanced, but they not. They one-sided. Let's go against the black person no matter what. Let's stack the odds against the black person no matter what. The black person can't defend themselves. The black person get a higher sentence than a person that actually did a first degree unaliving. But Stephen, they not going to admit that.
See, that's the discussion we should be having. At least one of them. The discussion we should be having is, are we supposed to be judged by a jury of our peers? I ain't see a black person on that jury.
I agree with that.
They said minorities. What kind of minorities? Asians? Native Americans? Hispanics? What? I didn't see any black people on that jury.
Man, them people was white.
That's about it. Outside of that, Karmelo Anthony has no hat to hang on.
What?
Has no hat to hang on. You can slice it any way you want to. Can't do it.
Okay, Stephen A. Gotcha. Copy. Roger that. Have it crossed your mind, Stephen A., to ask the question why we haven't seen the video? He sentenced already to 35 years. He's already in prison. Why we ain't seen the video, Stephen A.? You ain't think about asking that question? Before the trial, they had a whole year to release this video, Stephen A. Why we haven't seen it? If Karmelo Anthony is so guilty, prove us wrong. That's all you got to do. And now they trying to seal people and shut down people from viewing the video, Stephen A. Why you not bringing that up? It won't benefit your audience, Stephen A. The powers that be that pay you. That's the question everybody should be asking. Where's the video?
Can't do it. But what Jasmine Crockett was bringing up is a point worth considering. Why was it this criminally negligent homicide as opposed to first-degree murder? In the days to come, I'm certainly going to have somebody on the air with me to explain the difference and why one was such a case and one was not.
Exactly.
One was first-degree murder and the other was negligent homicide. Why? When both involved stabbing incidents. Why? That's about it. Those are the two arguments. Those are the two arguments. I'm going to repeat it again. Criminally negligent homicide compared to first-degree murder. One involving a 10-year sentence, the other involving a 35-year sentence.
Oh, that's
Obviously,
why Angel.
Carmelo Anthony getting the stiffer of the two. And the other is the makeup of the jury.
No, not only that. Not only that, Stephen A. Don't just try to make it like it's only the jury and the charges between Karmelo and the Casey Allen guy. That's not it. The video. Let's not leave that out, Stephen A. Which I know you doing this on purpose. The video should suffice. Show the public We entitled to see this video. That's why it's already been over 40 people that viewed the video, because it's public records. You can fill out a FOIA request to view the video, which means that we are entitled to see this video just like we see every other video. Every other video we have seen. Why we haven't seen, these people was very secretive with this trial. The judge closed down the entire courtroom when nothing going on in the courtroom while this trial was going on. Why is that? And we only got to listen to YT reporters that go in there and come out and tell us a bunch of lies, create their own narrative with a shady district attorney and a prosecutor, which was accused of sexual misconduct, sexual harassment, which they settled for $1.7 million. How would they still have their license in Collin County? The prosecutor, the DA, settled for $1.6 million by 6 women for sexual harassment and sexual misconduct. But the prosecutor and the DA on the news proud about a good of a job that they did to send Karmelo to jail for 35 years. But look at their history. Look at Judge Roach.
That's it. Anything else that we're talking about, anything else we're arguing about, anything else we're going back and forth about, you got to pay attention. You got to stop it. Because it gets into a more deeply rooted problem. So many times we look at certain situations.
Smash that like button.
We ask ourselves, why do we continue to go through this? Because the system is against us. This ain't the argument. This ain't the time to make that argument.
What?
You were at a track meet.
Okay.
And at that track meet,
Okay. Get it out.
you have an abundance of people around. Your life wasn't in danger.
How you gonna say that boy life wasn't in danger? What right do you have to tell that boy that was in that situation his life wasn't in danger? What right do you have to tell me when I feel like my life is in danger, Stephen A? How you gonna tell me that if I'm in a situation? What right do you have to say that? Y'all don't know that. But y'all don't care. Y'all don't care that Karmelo Anthony felt like his life was in danger. Y'all just mad that Karmelo won the situation. Y'all didn't want Karmelo to defend himself. That's why y'all keep saying why he just didn't leave when they told him to leave. Why he just didn't fight back when Austin pushed him. See, y'all didn't want Karmelo to defend himself. That's what it is, Stephen A. And YT America and the racists out here, they are mad that Karmelo defended himself. So the only thing that y'all can celebrate and laugh at and tap dance that he got 35 years, but you know the most important thing that Karmelo got right now is his life. I can't say the same about Austin.
You might have tried to make the argument about self-defense. It wasn't holding water with the jury, who came back with a verdict in 3 hours.
Because their mind was made up.
3 hours. That's all it took for them to come back with a verdict. And the same jury was the one that handed down sentencing. So the issue is with the jury, and the issue is with the stiffness of the penalty. My point is, I'm watching everybody out there now, and everybody wants to make noise now. Where was the noise before?
I agree with that.
Activist.
Yep.
Other lawyers.
That's what now that's probably the only thing I agree with this punk on. All these Democrat shields, all these Democrat politicians, nobody was around because they announced, I remember it was around March or February when they announced that the trial would start in June. They announced this. So all these politicians, all these so-called activists, they had the opportunity to get ready for this trial. Now everybody want to speak against it. It was too late. Look at this picture right there. These black people that's in this picture that y'all looking at right now, they had jobs. They got kids to take care of. They got responsibilities. But they out there supporting our brother Karmelo. But when I hear these Democrat politicians, oh, you know I got a job. D.L. Hughley, Don Lemon, all the rest of them want to come out after the verdict. It's too late. Karmelo could have used your voices during those 5 days of trial. Y'all was nowhere to be found. These black lawyers, they was nowhere to be found. But the grassroots was out there. The grassroots. Look at the people in the video. These are the grassroots. The grassroots was out there protesting and fighting for Karmelo. No excuses. You had people taking off work to be out there to support Karmelo Anthony. Now everybody trying to capitalize on it. All the Democrat shields. Oh, he didn't deserve 35 years. I think this was because of racism. Duh. We knew that.
Supporters, politicians, etc. Where the hell was everybody earlier? Because I didn't see it. The time to make the argument about the jury, the time to make the argument about his representation, the time to make the argument about the flagrant unfairness of the system, meaning the charges that were levied against him, there should have been a lot more noise.
It should have.
Should have been a lot more noise.
And I gotta agree, it should have been a lot more noise, bro. We was talking about it. We was stomping hard. We was watching this trial like a hawk. The grassroots was out there in Texas stomping hard for Karmelo. But all the politicians, all the celebrities, they was quiet. All the rappers, they was quiet. Nowhere to be found. Why they just done that? When y'all seen that they was setting our brother up. Y'all seen that they was setting this boy up. Moving the trial from Dayton to Collin County with these crooks of a DA and a prosecutor and a judge and an all-white juror in a predominantly YT county. It was a setup, and y'all watched it, and y'all did nothing. And you got all the black people out here tap dancing against our brother when they knowing goddamn well Karmelo ain't meant to hurt nobody. That boy ain't try to hurt Austin. He wasn't there looking to hurt nobody or pick no fight. That boy was just sitting down minding his business. And the trouble, y'all remember that saying our grandmother used to say? You can stay out of trouble, but trouble would come find you. Trouble came and found Karmelo. He wasn't searching for it. Stephen A. He warned him, don't put your hands on me again. I wish Karmelo would never, I wish he could have fought him. I wish he would have picked up some and because fighting ain't fair. I wish he would have done something else. But at the end of the day, it's not up to me to dictate how he felt in that moment. Because ain't no telling how I feel or what I'd do if my life was on the line. I wish Austin would have never died. But trying to tell him his life wasn't in danger, it's not up to you to dictate that.
I'm not saying there was no noise. I'm not saying nobody was saying anything. I'm saying there should have been a lot more noise. That's not what happened. And now here we are. We're in a situation that you simply can't get around. You know what really hits home for me? I think it would hit home for any parent who sends their child to high school, is fully aware that they're competing in track, and then get a call or a knock at the door, and they're told that their child is never, ever coming home again, that he's died. I think the father of Austin Metcalf, Jeff Metcalf, put it in a way any parent would feel.
What?
When
Really?
he said this right here. According to the article, said that his son's death destroyed the person he used to be.
Nah.
Quote,
He been that
people
person.
think grief is sadness. It is not. It is rage. Pure, unfiltered rage. He said as he slammed his fist on a table.
But you forgot to post, Stephen A., when he called Karmelo a watermelon felon. He disrespected Karmelo's mother. He disrespected Karmelo's father. He called black people the N-word. He started talking about how they enslaved us and how we low IQ and that they give us free stuff. I don't know what the hell he talking about. But he's going on this racist rant, but you fail to post that part. Don't leave that part out, Stephen A. But this is my problem with the media. And this is why they so mad that we got our own media. This is cap. He's not going to... So he went on that whole racist rant, and you ain't even going to acknowledge that, Stephen A. You trying to put it in a way where people can have sympathy for Jeff. I don't have sympathy for that coward. I have no sympathy for the Metcalf family. Because the Metcalf family is the reason why we even in this BS.
Pure, unfiltered rage. What parent wouldn't feel that way? You come home and you learn that you've lost your son. This is the kind of stuff that goes on. Who amongst us would feel differently? So when you see people out there and they're making a whole bunch of noise and they're going off as if the system has done some grave injustice, they're still talking about the guy that's alive with a 35, albeit with a 35-year sentence. You're not taking into consideration the parent that's going to have his son that's never going to see his son again.
Okay.
Jeffrey Mead, I think he's a conservative voice. I see him online sometimes. He had a response to all of that. I want you to listen to this.
I'm not listening to this shit. We already heard this coward. Enough of this Stephen A. Cooning and shit. We already know what's his agenda. Stephen A. not trying to be fair. He's trying to straddle the fence and act like he's balanced and trying to act like he's fair, but at the same time he's trying to demonize Karmelo Anthony. So let's
one of you making that.
Let's get over here to this clown, the anger man. I see him losing his mind on YouTube, right? Him, Anton Daniels, all the grifters out here that's tap dancing for white approval. Listen to this clown, right? We're gonna give him the attention that he want, right? Because he want attention so bad for black people. He want to hold us accountable. Hold us accountable, Mr. Anger Man. Let's see what you got.
For every last one of you making that argument, you just justified decades of police brutality. You defending that shit. You defending it and coming up with every excuse in the book to justify defending it. Talking about some, he got 35 years. That ain't right. You know how he could have avoided 35 years? He could have got his black ass up and left out from under that damn tent instead of trying to prove to everybody he was Billy Bad. That's how he could have avoided that 35 years. I'm tired of this sugarcoating shit with you niggas. He could have avoided that 35 years by getting his narrow ass up and walking out from under that tent and going about his merry damn way. But he didn't.
See, Angry Man, the type of guy, because he think this yelling that he's doing, that means he's right. You screaming and yelling, talking about how he should have did what he was told, right? He should have did what Master told. Angry Man, the type of man that he's sitting somewhere out in public and a white man come over there and tap him on the shoulders to move, he'll move. That's basically what he's saying right now. Because Austin came to Karmelo that was minding his business. He wasn't bothering nobody. He need to get up and move. This is what you call a weak black man right here. This is the weakest black man in our community. This fat fuck right here. A coward of a man. That's afraid to stand on business. That's afraid to go against injustice. But instead of saying that, hey, this kid wasn't bothering nobody, and another child don't have the authority to tell another child what to do. But this angry fat old man right here is going to tell you, Karmelo should have got up and went on by his business. And he wouldn't even be in jail. What I'm finna show you guys in this video, and I want you guys to really pay attention to this. This is performative right here. When you trying to audition for the right wing, the racist white wing, and you trying to get a white audience, a racist white audience, this is what you do right here. What you finna witness in this video, this is what you do.
Decided to show everybody he was Billy Badass. And guess what? Now he about to be kicking it with all of the Billy Badass.
And guess who Austin kicking it with? Charlie Kirk.
That's what they do. They have a place for Billy Badass. It's called prison. Should have got his ass up and left. But no, I'm gonna stab this dude in the chest because he don't got no right to tell me to leave out from under their tent.
Yeah, it's not their tent. They don't own the tent. You Sambo. Shout out to the Tory Experience with the $10 super chat. She said, you are spot on. Identify these weak ass men. I'm glad they self-identify. Exactly. Coward. Who do these people think they are? Like talking about that he's supposed to got up and did what Austin said, like Austin some type of authority or he security over this goddamn tent. He not security over this tent. Go get an adult, Austin. Go get your coach if he was bothering you that bad. But see, Angry Man is the type of man that's butt broken. See, he gonna get butt broken by a white man. See, he gonna get up and be a good slave for the white man.
I heard Nick saying he had a legal right to be there. Man, shut y'all stupid ass up. Shut up. He had a legal right to be there. Shut the absolute fuck up. You sound stupid. Because guess what? As much shit as you want to talk, there's only one problem with your logic. You said he had a legal right to be there. Yeah, there's only one problem. He had a knife, and that was illegal. So
I love like exposing these low IQ cowards of a black people, because there's so many black people that's out here doing the same thing that Angry Man doing, and Anton and Officer Tatum. It's a lot of black women online talking about the same thing. And this is how I know that you're a very angry, little frail, little coward of a man. The knife that he had wasn't illegal. This is how I know you don't know what you're talking about and you just performing right now for White Zaddy. See, what you doing right now is you performing for White Zaddy. The knife that he had, Angry Man, I'm gonna speak calmly to you because you upset right now, and you really trying to, you know, make this performance. You trying to be Oscar worthy performing for these people, right? But I'm gonna break it down for you, right? And I tried to break it down for Stephen A. The knife, the pocket tool that he had on him, Mr. Angry Man, was not illegal. You want to know how I know that, Angry Man? I'm glad you asked that. Because he wasn't charged with having a weapon on school premises. The lawyers, the judge, the evidence proved that it was legal for him to have a knife on him. You know why you don't know that? Because you don't care to know that. Or you do know that, but you don't care. Because you have to go against black people. That's your whole little agenda. Because don't nobody want to hear you talk about relationships. Don't nobody want to hear Anton talk about relationships. You two old, washed up, dirty niggas. So now what you have to do with that large YouTube subscription over there, because you a failed YouTuber. You an old, angry dude. You don't have no money. You dusty. And you trying to jump on this anti-black bandwagon because you know there's money in it. If I get on the internet and talk about black people all day and be angry and talk about how stupid they is, I would get a white audience and they would donate to me and run my subscribers up. But you fail to realize, Angry Man, that type of audience is not loyal. Ask the Harsh Twins. When they came out and tried to crucify Chud the Builder, his audience turned on them because all they want to do is be pandered to. I don't want an audience like that feel like I got to pander to them. Because I'm going to give them the real, whether they like it or not, or disagree with me or not. See, you a coward of a man. I would hate for you to be my father. You are no black man to be looking up to, telling another black boy that was sitting down minding his goddamn business that he should get up just because another child told him to. That's the president that you trying to set, old man? And another thing, why you still fat? You've been on YouTube for over a decade. Why you haven't lost no weight? Why you still old, saggy, and fat? Answer that question.
Technically, he did not have a legal right to be there. Technically, his ass shouldn't even been on school grounds because he had a weapon. Even if you have the legal right to be somewhere, if you are committing a crime while you are there, you're no longer legal. What you're doing now is illegal. Sitting here talking about he had a legal right to be under that tent on school grounds carrying a weapon.
It wasn't illegal, Angry Man. You didn't know that? Sir, this is very shocking. You are really exposing yourself, sir. You are really, this really show you how stupid that you are. You didn't see the case? You don't know the laws? I'm shocked. Y'all still out here painting. See, what Angry Man is doing is pushing the agenda and pushing the narrative of the YT supremacists, right? This is what he have to do. This is a playbook. It's a script that they have to read, guys. What I'm trying to tell you, they have to read this script out. They have to say all the stereotypes about black people. This guy's still talking about like having a knife at the track meet is illegal. Angry Man, I asked you, calm down, sir. You are a very old fat man. I'm gonna need you to calm down before you have you poke a blood vessel or something. White Zaddy ain't going nowhere. We understand what you're doing, trying to perform for White Zaddy. Relax. They watching. They see what you're doing. But with all this screaming and yelling that you're doing, sir, it's a bunch of lies, and I'm here to expose you. I'm here to expose all you clowns. I don't have to yell. I don't have to scream. I don't have to, have veins popping out my head. Because for one, I'm not out of shape and fat like you are. You are old angry dude that's a failed YouTuber. And you trying to get your traction back by attacking black people, but it's not going to work.
Even hear yourselves? All because the little look like you. But you think you different than them white folk. Because I guarantee you, here's the funny thing. This was so funny. If the roles were reversed, you would be going just as hard in the paint, just in the opposite direction. If the roles were reversed, you would be online right now complaining about the fact that Austin Metcalf only got 35 years. He should have got life. They should have gave him the death penalty. Did you see what he did? It was a track meet. There was kids in a high school, and this racist white guy decides to stab Karmelo. Niggas would have.
So, if the roles was reversed, you think that white people would be advocating for Karmelo? If Karmelo was white, do you think white people would be advocating for Karmelo to get 35 years, Mr. Fat Angry Man? Would you think white people will be advocating for Karmelo to get 35 years? Okay, let's just say I agree with you that black people will be saying what you're saying. Okay, cool. But let me ask you this question. Will white people would say that Karmelo was defending himself as two black guys came and approached him and put their hands on him? You know what they'll be saying, Angry Man? Black people are violent. They are 30 times more likely to do something to a white person. They had no business putting their hands on that white boy. And that white boy had every right to defend himself. Really? Do you think if the roles were reversed that the YT community would accept Karmelo getting 35 years? You knew they wouldn't. But see, you can't hold white people accountable. You can't hold white people accountable because you know if the roles were reversed, they would lock the black boys up. Y'all would be on the internet. Even your boot looking ass would be there on the internet. You and Anton would be like, why is y'all confronting this white boy? Why is y'all putting y'all hands on this boy? Y'all are so violent. Y'all are thugs. Y'all are animals. Y'all know y'all will be doing that, Angry Man. And you trying to scream and yell and really trying to get this false narrative out because you pushing this false narrative that the white people want black people to see. Angry Man want us divide right now. He want us divided, but it's not working. We support the Metcalf family. And we going to continue to support them. Sorry, sir. Smash that like button for me, guys.
Shirts with Karmelo with the angel wings and the whole nine. We can't even send our kids to school, to the track meet, without these racist white people taking their lives. This is a travesty of justice. No justice, no peace. This is a shame. No kid should ever go to school and have to worry about being stabbed in the chest. Over what? Over a seat? Over a seat? All he did was ask him to leave. All he did was ask him to leave. But he pushed him. Pushed him? Are you serious? So just because he pushed him, that means he got to stab Karmelo and take his life? Come on, man. And the funny thing is, you think we don't know that's what you would be saying. We know. Are you serious?
I know this dude not foundational black American. I know he not. I can tell that he's a tether.
Would be out there. I can't believe this. Did you hear about what happened? Did you hear about that monster Austin Metcalf? Nah, what'd he do? Well, they were at a track meet. Karmelo was under the tent with his friends and his classmates.
Look at him, y'all. Look at him crashing out.
Austin came under the tent. He walked under the tent. He claims he was trying to get out of the rain, but we know that's bullshit. He went under there to be an agitator. He saw those black kids just minding their business, and he wanted to be a problem. So he goes under there, and he sits down. He claimed he knew one of the kids, but come on, he's a white guy. How would he know him? And so they asked him to leave. 15 times they asked him, and he just wouldn't leave. Because they think they own everything. And so Karmelo, brave soul that he is, got up in true leadership fashion, and he asked Austin nicely, hey, man, you don't belong here under this tent. This is for the team. You got to leave. And you know what that racist said? He said, touch me and see what happens. I swear the white privilege is it's ridiculous. He said, touch me and see what happens. And he put his hand inside of the bag. When Karmelo felt like he was being aggressive. He tried to physically move him.
Look at him, y'all. Look at him.
And this monster pulls out a knife, stabs Karmelo in the chest. What kind of world do we live in where that type of barbarism is just okay?
See, he don't have any facts. See, what y'all are witnessing right now is just straight performative. He's performing. See, Angry Man is a clown. He knows no facts. Everything is black people fault. That's his whole little get down right now. If you look at these guys' platforms, if you go look at these raccoons' platforms, the Anton Daniels, the Harsh Twins, the Cartier family, the Anger Man, if you go look at their channels, it's all anti-black. Anti-black. Because as much as the YT community tell us that they have a black fatigue, they go to these channels and they watch these black people react to videos of a black person fighting, a black person arguing, basically black degenerate porn. That's what these people like to watch. But when YT people come over here and they get a dose of reality and some accountability, they chimp out. They lose their mind. See, Anger Man has been getting called out. He's been getting held accountable. So now he has to make up lies. He have to perform. He have to scream and yell. He's angry at y'all, family. He's angry because he don't want us united right now. They don't want us supporting the Anthony's family right now. See, these raccoons want to try to distract us with their false narrative, and it's not working. They seeing the support. See, he see the support. Anton Daniels see the support. Stephen A. Smith, Officer Tatum, they see the support of the grassroots for Karmelo Anthony, and they mad. Somebody said, Cutie Pie said he needs to go to this dentist. His teeth all jacked up. That's what I'm saying. He a fat, old, angry, dried up old man. He got his channel ain't hitting on nothing. Ain't nobody paying attention to him. So what he got to do is he got to tap dance for massa. That's it.
Meat. For the love of God. Why? Why? You would think after all of these years, it's like Dr. King and Brother Malcolm X, they fought for nothing. Sound about right? But because it was Karmelo, a black kid that stabbed a white kid, it was just a mistake. He's just a kid. He's just a kid, and it was just a mistake. And we gotta
look at him, y'all. Look at this. Look at this clown.
A kid. He's just a kid. Just a kid, right? Because watch, it's gonna happen. Oh, trust and believe. In the future, there's gonna be an incident where some white kid does something to a black kid, and you watch the flip flop. You watch how the shit changes. You watch how it goes from that wasn't self-defense. Watch. And this was so goofy about these. I said it the other night and I'm gonna say it again. The funniest thing about this is I forgot what I was reading something. Forgot what I was getting ready to say.
Cause you an old nigga. You an old fat nigga.
He said because you was cooking with that hot grease. What was I saying? I was saying there's gonna be an incident where yeah. There's going to be an incident where it's going to be somebody white that does something to somebody black. And the change up is going to be crazy. The change up is going to be crazy. And again, they're going to have a justification for it. They're going to have a justification for it. You can believe that. But bro, the problem with this whole scenario, this whole situation is they just refuse to acknowledge the fact that this kid lost his life over a disagreement. Oh, that's what I was.
So you fail to realize, Mr. Angry Old Fat Dude, Austin started this. Why ain't none of y'all bringing it up? Why y'all got all this smoke for Karmelo Anthony and not Austin? Austin caused his own demise because he chose to be violent. He chose to confront Karmelo. Karmelo wasn't doing nothing to him, Mr. Angry Dude. You know that. But I'm pretty sure you and the rest of these Sambos don't care about the truth. Y'all don't. Because y'all got to paint a narrative. That's all y'all doing right now. Y'all just screaming and yelling, trying to paint a narrative. That's it.
Black people profiting off of the bodies of black boys. I pointed out the fact that you have a new black hustle. The new black hustle is black people, black communities, black families profiting off of the bodies of black boys, profiting off of them being YNs or getting caught up in trouble, profiting off of them losing their lives. This seems like the new hustle. Now, if y'all remember, I said this the other day. I talked about this the other day. How many of y'all remember this? Press 1 if y'all remember me talking about this. This was a few days ago, and I've even addressed this before. Now, the reason why at the beginning of the live stream I said I love being right, because I've been saying this. I've been saying something wonky is going on with the money as it pertains to Karmelo's parents. I've been saying this shit, and Cat's been ignoring it. I was even asked when I was on Trey's panel, do you believe that they spent the money on other stuff? There was even people that said that was debunked, right? I was even asked about Charleston White, because you know Charleston White did the video. Initially, Charleston White was speaking like I was speaking about Karmelo taking a life and this, that, and the third and all of that. And then he changed up. He said, I spoke to the father and, you know, I done changed my mind and I'm going to help them and this, that, and the third and all of that, right? How many of y'all saw that, right? Y'all saw Charleston White switch up.
Yeah, that's what he said, Bless.
He was saying that Karmelo was a YN and was a troublemaker, whatever. Then he said he spoke to the father and he changed his mind because now he got new information and now he gonna help in this, that, and the third, right? So he switched up and went all in on some, I'm gonna help them. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. And then this video popped up.
I'm sorry to have to announce. I'm sorry that I have to announce. I am stepping away from the Karmelo Anthony family. I am removing myself from the Karmelo Anthony's case. I am no longer involved with the family. And here's why. I'm not getting in bed with Black Lives Matter. I'm not getting in bed with Benjamin Crump. I'm not getting in bed with Dominique Alexander. And I'm not playing for money to pay people bills. This money is going to the Boys Appeal. The rest of the money goes back to the donors. I was starting to feel like I was being used for my influence and my connections and resources. When I tell you we raised over $1 million one day, privately, quietly, they wanted to start another GoFundMe. I said, no, I'm not.
BLM did the same move. No, here's the thing. That's not what's sad. I'm gonna tell you what's sad. BLM doing what they did. The Anthony family possibly doing what we think they're doing. That ain't the sad part.
What you think? What you think they doing, Angry Man? Please tell us, right? Because I don't hear you have this same sentiment when they raised over $1 million to that white girl they called that black child the N-word. I don't hear you pocket watching her. I don't hear you saying anything about Chud the Builder raising over $500,000 for going around antagonizing black people. I don't hear you saying nothing about that. I don't hear you saying anything about Jake Lang going around, right? He's also in jail for 4 years because of the January 6th situation, and he's in jail now for talking about unaliving Karmelo outside of the courts, and he's on a $1 million bond, and they donate to him. I don't hear you saying nothing about that, but you want to say something about the Karmelo Anthony's family and they GoFund money, which you don't know nothing about. You just talking shit. You don't have no proof, no evidence. But when it comes to black people, you want a pocket watch. You didn't donate any money, you clown. So why you worrying about it? See what they trying to do, family? They trying to distract us. They upset that we supported the Karmelo Anthony's family. I donated to them twice. And you know who's saying that they didn't get paid? That lawyer. That lawyer ain't came out and said he ain't get paid. He got paid. As long as the lawyers got paid, I'm okay with that. What they done with the rest of the GoFundMe money, I don't give a damn. But they froze that money because you are pushing the same narrative that these racists are doing, and they got that account froze and banned. Because you are jealous and you are a hater. So the only thing that you can do right now is pocket watch. Why is you pocket watching, fat boy? What their GoFundMe money that we donated to them got anything to do with you? Why you worrying about how they spending the money? As long as they spent the money on their legal team, which is what they did. But this just burns your soul that they raised over $600,000 from the grassroots. And you want to paint this narrative that they did something shiesty with the money.
Bad part is black folk won't collectively call the shit out.
Call what out?
All you gotta do
Call what out?
is create the umbrella of pro-blackness, and everybody will just ignore the bullshit for the sake of supposed unity. He's trying to help Karmelo, but also trying to stay in the Metcalf and racist good grace. Do you have any idea? Bro, I can't even begin to analyze how stupid that guy statement is. Whoever you are, if you truly believe that, you are the dumbest son of a bitch alive. Matter of fact, get the out of my chat room. Take your ignorant to a Project Dice game or something.
Look at him.
Here's the thing.
He mad when he gets so mad when his chat confront him on his BS. He gets so mad. Like you can't even disagree with him. He gets so goddamn mad.
Thing, right? When it comes to Charleston White. And y'all know I don't hang on every word Charleston White says, right? But what possible benefit does he get from coming out and saying this? What possible benefit does he get from coming out and saying this?
The benefit that he get is to be controversial, right? And go against the Anthony's family because they are a hot topic right now, and get bookings to do interviews. So the people that's going to interview him, they can ask him why he's no longer being around or dealing with the Anthony's family. That's why he's coming out doing it. He's a clout chaser. I discussed this on my live stream yesterday. He had a booking. I played the booking. And that's what he's doing. He's a flip-flopper. He's an agent of chaos, just like you. Y'all are trying to divide us, but it's not going to work. We are 100% full support of the Anthony's family. They is in desperate times of need right now, and they need us. They need our voice, and they need us financially. And you just mad because you can't do it. That's why you pocket watching them old angry man. And this grift that you trying to do right now, it's really not working in your favor like that. Because your video get 9,000 views, 6,000 views, and you got 800,000 subscribers. You're cooked, bro. You trying to switch up from the relationship talk to now talk about the anti-black shit. The same shit Anton Daniels have did. He want to get on the anti-black stuff. And you trying to griff along too, but it's not working out for you.
This is the third time. No, this is the second time he's had to change his mind. In fact, you want to know why? Like, here's the thing. I can tell when Charleston White is being performative. and when he's not.
Like
The
you.
reason why, see, these niggas don't have critical thinking. Either they don't have critical thinking or they're being willfully ignorant. They're
Let me go to the other one, cause this the one he really crashed out. Let me go to one like he really crashed out on this one. He's so mad that we supporting the Anthony's family.
Night they sentenced that boy to 35 years in prison. So before we say one word about anything else, just let that sizzle in your spirit for a second. A young man was convicted of murder, and the community's answer is to send more money.
Yes.
Now, what we're going to talk about is what that actually means. We got to follow the money. Now, let's talk about where this family's been living while this has been going on. A reported $900,000 house, gated community, nice rides in the driveway, and they want you to believe none of that is connected to the 600 grand strangers sent them. They want you to believe it's all just a coincidence.
This dude is pocket watching so damn hard, bro. How was you as a man sitting around pocket watching somebody else? What the fuck? This old ass nigga need to come up with something else. You right, Cutie Pie. Like, he want the money so bad, bro. He want the money so bad. He's so mad that we donated to that family. Exactly. Elevated on up. Exactly. This is what they see. People like them, because these black people that speaking against Karmelo, they allowed the YT community to brainwash them into going against the Karmelo Anthony's family by saying that they was doing some shit with the money. They was purchasing this. They was purchasing that, which nobody got no proof of. These are just narratives and rumors that they was coming up with. Shaw, they haven't came up with a platform where you can donate to. I told you guys, I've been looking at the Karmelo Anthony's family. I've been really watching them. As soon as I get a legitimate fundraiser link so we can donate to them, because I donated to them twice already to their GoFundMe. And it's a lot of fake GoFundMe, so you guys hold on to y'all money. These fake ass Karmelo Anthony's fundraisers. This is what these racists are doing. They are creating fake GoFundMes and try to make it seem like that they around here trying to get donations. Like, why is they bringing up all these donations, all these GoFundMes? These are fake accounts. Do not donate y'all money until y'all see something legitimate from the family. They haven't said that they made a GoFundMe yet, so don't donate.
Do y'all think it's a coincidence? Maybe every dollar is clean. Maybe it isn't. But when you're sitting on that kind of money and living like that, you don't get to act offended when people start asking questions. The optics look bad. Because let's be real, the entire purpose of that money was for what? It was for a legal defense, right?
No, it wasn't just for their legal defense. Yes, majority of it was for the legal defense, but we was donating to help them out. Whether they got to move, transportation. It wasn't just for their legal fees. It was to support the family. The father lost his job because the racist was calling up to his job. He had a good job at Mercedes-Benz and they fired him. He lost his job. So the grassroots had to step in and help support this family. It wasn't see, y'all trying to hang y'all hat on. They just didn't use the money for the attorney. No. We was helping them pay their bills, get on their feet. They got 2 other children that they got to provide for because the father lost his job. Because of these evil people out here, and they had to move, they had to get another vehicle, and they had to pay bills. That's why we donated to them. And you jealous of that, sir?
Keep in mind, it doesn't stop at 600 grand. The goal they set, reportedly somewhere around $1.5 million. So 1.5 is what they were shooting for. The story was it was for a legal defense and relocating the family. But the machine to raise that money was fast, it was organized, and it was effective. So I want you to hold that thought for a second, because that tells you something important about what this community can do when it actually wants to, right? We can raise money for this, but not for that. Here's what I really want you to think about. Why is it that we can raise $600,000 overnight when something like this happened, but we can't raise that kind of money to fix our own schools, our own communities, and our families?
Why you won't raise the money? You do it, sir. Be a leader in the community. Go ahead. We're going to follow your lead. Raise the money. Raise the money, angry man. Why you worrying about what somebody else spending their money on? Why you worrying about what we spending their money on? And you know what? To make you mad again, I can't wait till they come out with another GoFundMe. I can't wait to post my donation. I can't wait to do a live stream and donate to them and brag about what I donated to them. I can't wait. I can't wait to support this family again. I'm anxious to do it. I hope I make all you losers mad, all you raccoons mad out there. I can't wait to help this family out because they need us. Because you're not saying nothing about Chud the Builder. See, you cowards scared to talk about the white man. You and Anton, y'all are cowards. See, you're not worrying about they GoFundMe. Why you not worrying about them, angry man? And what they doing? Because the white people donated to a white woman over $1 million for calling a black child the N-word. I don't hear you saying nothing about that. I don't hear you saying, I wonder what she doing with that $900,000 that those racist white people donated to her. I don't hear you saying nothing about that. But you want to say something about this family? And you just going off rumors. You don't have no facts. See, these racist people came up with this rumor so that they can get their money froze. To try to make it seem like they was doing something wrong with the money by buying houses, buying cars. I don't give a damn because they bought a house with my money I donated to them. They was being threatened. They had to relocate. They was getting death threats. The money that I donated to them wasn't just for the lawyer fees. It was to help them out. And that's what you don't understand because you never had people rally up and help you out, angry man. And that was burning you on the inside that the grassroots showed up and supported this family in a time of need. They called for help. They needed us and we showed up. And guess what we going to do again, angry man? I hope you don't get your blood pressure up for this one. Just wait till they make their new GoFundMe. Watch how we show out for them. Hey, make sure that you got your heart monitor, your blood pressure pills beside you, because we really going to make you mad once they come out with a new fundraiser link. You're really going to be mad and watch how we show out for this family the family can't even work right now. And you failed to even mention that. The father lost his job. We was giving them folks money to eat, take care of their other babies that they got. The father lost his job. People looking for them, people tracking them down, so they had to relocate. And the only thing that you want to sit up here and focus on is what they done wrong with the money, which you don't even have facts and no type of nothing to back this up because GoFundMe froze this money and the lawyer took majority of the money. But you got no smoke for nobody else, angry man. I wonder why. Why is it so hard for you and Anton to hold the white man accountable? I can't wait for this new GoFundMe that they post. I can't wait.
Where's the give, send, go for the failing schools our kids are currently sitting in? Where's the 6 figures for the youth programs, the mentorship, the fathers in the home, the stuff that actually keeps a boy from ever ending up under that tent and in this situation? We never seem to find that money. But let a tragedy hit, especially something surrounding racism, and the cash all of a sudden appears overnight. That's the whole problem in one sentence.
No. It's a problem for you. Because what Angry Man is doing right now is he's pushing their narrative. That's what he's doing. He's helping the white supremacists push their narrative about black people mishandling their GoFundMe. What do their GoFundMe has anything to do with the schools need funding? We got black people that's handling that. You need to go to your government and deal with it. We're not finna throw out hard money at the public school system when we pay taxes for them to handle that. What type of argument is that, you idiot? Our tax dollars supposed to fund this failed school system that our children go to. That's why you got black parents that's showing up to these school hearings and fighting for this. We don't have to raise $600,000 of our own money to throw at these people. That's what the tax dollars is for, you low IQ individual. If one of ours is in dire need, which is this Anthony family, they was in dire need of our support, we showed up. And you butt-licking coons get so mad because when it's time for us to rally up and support one another, we show up. And that burns y'all soul. So y'all have to paint a false narrative that the family done magically bought a mansion, bought an Escalade. They bought a jet. They bought a castle. Who cares? We gave them the money to help them. Even though all this shit is false. It's false.
Fund the reaction, but won't fund the prevention.
You fund it.
Pour everything into cleaning up the mess and nothing into making sure the mess never happens. The parents launched this fund. They did the press conferences. They built the platform and they worked it. And then the verdict came down and they got up and walked out of the courtroom while their son sat there and broke down in tears. Let that sink in for a second. When they called down the verdict, as that boy sat there crying, they got up and walked out. There's a difference between running a cause and showing up for your child, and the energy for that campaign looked a whole lot louder than the energy in the room when the boy actually needed them. But see, this is
you're reading from a script. I can tell what you're looking at. You're reading from a script. You're not even talking genuine because you an old fat dude and you just tap dancing right now. See what it is, family. They want us divided so bad. See, they want us to go against this family. That's what it is. He want us to go. See, the white supremacists and the racist white people, they mad at the fact that we showed up for this family and they didn't want for nothing. And they got that GoFundMe shut down. These raccoons that's tap dancing for white validation, they is upset that this family had grassroots support. They want us to be divided. See, they want to manipulate us, family, right? And they manipulate a lot of black people. Don't get it twisted. It's a lot of black people that's against Karmelo right now. It's a lot of black people that's against him right now. And they've been manipulated to go against his family because they don't want us to show up for one another. They don't. Because they seen how we showed up for Karmelo. They like, oh, no, we can't have this. Hell no, they done raised this boy almost $1 million in one day. Absolutely not. And they want to have us thinking, but we smart over here. We intelligent over here. And we reading right through the BS. Y'all not finna get us to go against this family. This family did a goddamn good job with their son. Straight A student. College prospect. Leader of his football team. He was a good big brother. He was a good son. Worked 2 jobs. Flawless. So now y'all trying to find a new avenue to attack this family. You coming up with lies and it's not going to work because we too smart for that, Angry Man. We too smart for y'all racists out there. It's not going to work. And we gonna stand with this family until we get justice. So you are going to be angry for a while, dude. And you too old to be yelling and screaming like that. You an old, out of shape, fat man who failed at being a YouTuber. You're not getting clout. You're not getting attention. So you have to jump on the anti-black rhetoric like your boy Anton Daniels. He found success in it. You trying to do the same thing. And it's not working out for you, angry man. But we only getting started with supporting this family. This is going to be a tough ride for you, sir. Be prepared for this. Because the support is not going anywhere. It don't matter what false narrative y'all put on this family and Karmelo. We standing 10 toes down with this family. Good luck.
We do now in the community. We're turning tragedy into a cash grab. Now, I'm going to say this. It's going to make some of you uncomfortable, but it needs to be said. We have built a playbook in this community. The second one of these situations hits the news, the fund goes up, the press conference gets booked, and the cause is born. And it's the same faces every time. Race hustlers come running from
this dude Reem. I think somebody said that in the chat. Who that was that said that? I think that was 11. He said he reading from Chat GBT. This dude reading from Chat GBT right now.
all parts of the country. The Al Sharptons, the organizers, the ones who turn somebody's worst day into a paycheck or some sort of political platform. It's an industry now. Grief goes in one end, money and clout comes out of the other. And the bigger the tragedy, the bigger the payday. But here's the part that bothers me the most. Somewhere in all of that noise, the signs, the donations, the cameras, the actual kid disappears. He stops being a person.
Bro, why is you reading from Chat GBT, bro? Like, damn, you need Chat GBT to speak your mind, old man. You might need to hang this up, bro. This ain't working out for you. You probably got to go back to work or something. Because you got to read directly from Chat GBT is diabolical.
Becomes a symbol, a logo for the movement. And keep in mind, it's not just about these kids like Karmelo that get caught up in a situation and get prosecuted. What about these kids that lose their lives like the Trayvon Martins? You see the scene where you have the mother standing up there giving the press conference and receiving a hefty settlement check.
You see how he keep talking about the money? See, all of this is about the money with this guy. Damn, bro, do you want us to donate to you? What's going on, Angry Man? Talk to us, bro. Talk to me and 200 of my the people in this. Talk to me in our chat right now. Let's chat. Let's have an intervention with Angry Man. Because he harping on this money and the donations. Like please, Angry Man, let us know. What you need? A sandwich? You want a spicy chicken sandwich or something? You want a 10-piece combo from Wingstop? Like, how can we help you, guy? Because you so focused on counting everybody else's pockets. Are you in dire need of money? Do we need to give you a burrito or a taco or something? Like, come on, let us know. How can we help you, brother? Because you so focused on what everybody else doing with their money. God damn. I ain't never seen nobody pocket watch like this. Come on, let us know. Let me in the chat know. Like, do you need something? Or you about to get your car repossessed? Are you 3 months behind on your mortgage? Is you living outside a trailer park? We can give you $2 or something. We can throw you $2 to put you. You know, we good black folks over here, right? We got a heart over here. We're not we're not as egregious as you, because you focusing on this fundraiser money and what Trayvon Martin mama got and everybody else mama got. What do you need? It's the real question. I got $5 for you, Angry Man. Would that help? I got $5. And if you in dire need, I might can give you $7. I might can add another 2 on it. What do you need, brother? Please let us know.
BS. Because if it was really about Karmelo or any of these kids being human beings, that energy and that money would have shown up long before these situations ever happened.
Oh
It would
my
have been
God.
in raising him right, not in cashing in after
Hold on, stop it. Raising him right. If y'all look how I paused him at. Look at his eyeballs. I need y'all to zoom into the screen and look where he's looking at. He's reading from a prompt. This dude had the nerve to say they should have used that money into raising him right. Please show me where that woman and that father, that mother and that father raised him wrong. Because he was a straight A student, Angry Man. Did you know that? I'm pretty sure you knew that. He was working 2 jobs as a child, saving some money, contributing to society. He worked at Foot Locker, and I think he was working somewhere else. He saved somebody from drowning. He was the captain of his football team. Everybody in that conference knew who Karmelo Anthony was. He had over 30 scholarship offers. And you talking about raise him right? No criminal record? And you talking about raising him right? Show me where they raised him wrong. Show me Karmelo going in and out of jail. Show me Karmelo got multiple baby mamas out here. Show me somewhere Karmelo somewhere strung out on drugs, gang banging. Show me that, Angry Man. Because a lot of y'all keep bringing up, oh, she should have raised him wrong, right, and all that. Show me all these things that y'all keep bringing up. Because when I look at his track record, I see 3.7 GPA. I see he have 2 jobs. So he a working young man. He's contributing to society. He don't have no children. He don't have no baby mamas. He's not in a gang. He don't have a criminal record. I mean, what more do you want out of your child? They got college scholarships. What more do you want, Angry Man? You don't care nothing about that. Let's be real. And again, I have $5 for you if you need that. And if it's really bad, I might can spur an extra $2 for you, Angry Man, and make it $7. But you got to really give me like a full presentation of what's going on in your life if I give you an extra $2. But I give you $5 if you that, broke.
he's already convicted or already dead. You can't tell me you love a child while you're building a fundraiser off of the worst thing he ever did. At some point, it stops looking like love and starts looking like opportunity. Now, let's talk about the side nobody ran a fundraiser for. Austin Metcalf, 17 years old, stabbed through the heart at a track meet, and he's never coming back.
Right.
His family didn't get $600,000. His family got a funeral.
Okay. Why they got donation money? Stop lying. They got donation money. But what we got to do with the Metcalf family? We ain't got nothing to do with them and what they got. So what? They ain't got shit to do with us. We black. We support Karmelo. We ain't got what? Hold on. Did you donate to the Metcalf family? Since you trying to bring up what they got, did you donate to them? Can you admit that on camera that you donated to the Metcalf family? Because I can admit I donated twice to the Anthony's family, proudly. And I can't wait to do it again. I'm anxious I got money ready to donate to this family. I can't wait.
An empty seat at the table for the rest of their lives. And I'm trying to understand a community that can find that kind of money for one who did the killing, but not $1, not one march for the boy who actually lost his life.
What do we need to? You want us to march for a guy that assaulted Karmelo Anthony? A guy that put his hands on? That's what you are one stupid mother. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to like. I really don't have that much patience for stupidity like this. And it's kind of hard for me to continue to listen to this because this dude is so damn dumb. This guy is mad that we raised over $600,000 together for the Anthony's family. And he's saying why we ain't raised 1 cent for the Metcalf family. What? What? Are you stupid? I'm fatigued.
Part I can't get. Now don't get me wrong. I don't know. They may have raised some money for the Metcalf family.
They did raise some money for the Metcalf family. But you knew what the Anthony family raised, but you didn't know what the Metcalf family raised. Very ironic of you, Mr. Angry Fat Guy. Very ironic of you. Convenient of you. Not knowing that the Metcalf family had multiple GoFundMe and it didn't even get frozen. They got all that GoFundMe money. But now you want to talk about, I don't know if they raised. You never know nothing, fat boy. But you want to pocket watch black people. Because you ain't getting the type of support that the Anthony's family received from us. You would never get our support. Never. You just going to be on YouTube screaming and yelling, trying to find different avenues to make some money on YouTube and grift off the black community to try to appease white folks, and it ain't working, right? It's not working. This video got 8,000 views. You doing a lot of tap dancing for not getting all these views. It's not working out for you, Mr. Angry Dude.
If they did, y'all got to forgive me. I hadn't heard anything about it. Everything I see is money for the Anthony family, right? But we love to fund the aftermath and not the prevention. And see, this is the same thing I told you last time. We love to wait until everything is broken, and then we want to fix it.
It's
like
we?
We're allergic to prevention.
Okay, can you show us an example of why you trying to criticize us, Mr. Angry Fat Guy? Can you show us an example? Can you show us you building, you creating, you donating your hard money to a good cause for black people? Can you show us this? Because it seemed like you got all this critique with nothing to offer. It's like you just mad because we showed up for the Anthony. Just say that. This video would have been very short if you would have just came out and been real and be like, you know what? I'm really jealous that y'all supported this family like that and gave them $600,000 because I'm $600,000 in debt. I can't afford to make my car payments anymore. I can't afford a personal trainer because I've been on YouTube for over a decade and I'm still fat and I'm still angry. You don't have money to pay for a therapist. You don't have money to get your hairline fixed. Is that what it is, Mr. Angry Man? Are you just mad that you're not successful as the Anthony's family and the father was? Because he had a good position at the Mercedes-Benz dealership, making great money to support his family. He got 2 other kids that he need to support. It's not just Karmelo. We didn't just give that money. That majority of it, yes, was for Karmelo and his defense team. But the rest of it was for to help them out and also help them raise his other kids, which you don't have no compassion for. You haven't even brought up that they got 2 other children to take care of. Did you know that, Mr. Angry Man? That he got 2 other children that they need to provide for? You don't care nothing about them kids, Mr. Fat Guy. You just mad because we don't support you. Just like Anton. So y'all say, you know what? Since the black people don't want to support me, let me go boo lick the white people. Because they not going to hold the white man accountable. They're afraid to.
Don't they say something like an ounce of prevention is worth I forgot how they. We'll raise 6 figures after the blood's already spilled. But if you ask the community to put that same money, that same outrage, that same organization into the prevention of the violence on our blocks every day, we get silent.
We do put money towards that. You know what it's called? Tax dollars, which we pay police officers to do their job and not over police us and mass incarcerate us, shoot us unjustly. That's what we pay our tax dollars for. That's why we show up and go to work 40 plus hours a week and all that money come out of our paycheck to pay for that. So you want our tax dollars to go pay for the prevention, which is the community, the service of our community. But you also want us to pay for shit that we don't, what? What do you think we got all this money to be paying for all this shit that our tax dollars supposed to be paying for? That's when we need to be hollering at these so-called Democrat politicians. But this fool, Senator, want y'all to use y'all money from y'all job that the Uncle Sam take your tax dollars and spend it however they want to spend it. But he also wants you to put a little bit more extra on it. Yeah, you need to be paying for prevention of the violence and all this that's going on. Oh, they got 3 other kids. My bad. I thought they had 2 other. They got 3 other kids. Appreciate that, T. The Anthony family got 3 other kids. That's why we donated $600,000 to them, fool. But you so uneducated and you so low IQ, you just jumping out in front and just talking your ass off when you don't know nothing. You don't have nothing. You don't build nothing. You don't create anything. You just sit your old ass on YouTube all day yelling and screaming while we out here getting busy. We out here active.
Because the aftermath gives you somebody else to blame, especially if it's a racial situation. But prevention makes you look in the mirror. And we don't like to look in the mirror. Not in this community. So I'm going to leave you with this. A community will show you exactly what it values by where it opens its wallet.
He reading from a script, bro.
Money. And we just told the whole world.
This man just went on a whole dialogue reading from a script. That's crazy. He can't even speak from the heart. He can't even, throw out this anti-blackness through his own brain. He's critical thinking. He got to read from ChatGPT. That's crazy.
That will pay top dollar for the funeral, but not a dime for the cradle. We are the only people who will bury a child.
He trying to sound smart.
And then turn around and crowdfund the next one's defense.
Yep,
and
sure
never
will.
once stop to ask why the line never gets shorter. We have gotten world class.
This dude thinking he's saying something deep. Nigga, you not saying nothing deep. What the fuck? Charlie said, we about to run it up again once we get this confirmation from the family. I swear, Charlie X, he don't even understand how we finna show out for the family. Soon they give us that confirmation. I can't wait. We gonna make these folks so they done raised $500,000 after he got sentenced to 35 years. Y'all get ready. I want y'all to get ready. We all gotta pile in on here. Once the family give us that confirmation, bro, I swear to God, these raccoons and these racist white people, they gonna be so mad. A convicted murderer gets $500,000? Yeah. Yep. 500,000. You better hope the grassroots really don't turn up and we give him $1 million. You better hope. So y'all better have y'all blood pressure pills next to y'all inhaler or something. Because when they give us this confirmation on this new fundraiser, Angry Man, Ooh wee, you gonna be talking so bad about us. Ooh, I'm so sad that Angry Man gonna talk about us.
At grieving and amateur at preventing. We have perfected the cleanup and abandoned the cause. Karmelo Anthony is gone for 35 years. Austin Metcalf is gone forever. And
So?
$630,000 can't undo a single second of either situation.
Bro, you see how many times he's bringing up this $600,032, bro? This $600,000 that we raised for the family really got this guy upset. Why is this $632,000 got you so butthurt? Because the Metcalf family raised over $500,000 too. You ain't saying nothing about that. Why y'all raising money for y'all son's death? Why y'all trying to use y'all son's death to raise money? You ain't saying nothing about them. Ball, black people, we can't support each other, right? We can't show up to a family that need us, right? When we just watch their son get railroaded in the courts in front of our eyes, we can't support him, right? See, these people don't want to support each other. These people are the cancer. These people want us divided in this time. But I told y'all, we are going to keep Karmelo's name in the public view. We going to keep this family uplifted until they get on their feet. And there's nothing you or any racist can do about it. So you trying to go on this full dialogue or this chat GBT speech, it's not going to stop the grassroots support. So buckle up, Mr. Angry Man. This is going to be a long, angry journey for you, sir. And the same thing that you're trying to criticize us on, I hope you are doing this in your day-to-day life. I hope you got a program for black boys. I hope you got all this.
The next time the fund goes up, I want you to ask one question before you give $1.
Okay.
Am I paying to fix this?
Okay, hold on. Let me go back a little bit because he said when the next one go up, what we need to ask ourselves. Okay, let us know, Mr. Angry Man, when this new, because the new fundraiser is going to go up. Tell us what we need to think before we donate to this family, to our family. The Anthony's family is our family. What we need to do, tell us.
The next time the fund goes up, I want you to ask one question before you give $1. Am
Okay.
I paying to fix this?
Okay.
Or am I just paying to feel like I did something?
We're doing both. We're doing both. 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 BOUF, BOFFUM. Both. I want to do it to make myself feel good, and I want to do it because it's the right thing to do. And I want to help the family. All the above, Angry Man. Anything else? Anything else? All both like what else? Let me go back.
Question before you give $1. Am I paying to fix this?
Okay.
Or am I just paying to feel like I did something? Until enough of us answer that honestly, nothing is ever going to change.
Okay, I just answered it. Both of them. I'm donating to fix it. To fix the Karmelo Anthony situation, to pay for his retrial, pay for his appeal, pay to help this family get on their feet and feed their other babies. And I also want to donate to them to make me feel good because I know I'm doing a generous thing. Both of them. Okay, is anything else? Anything else? This was an easy question. I thought you was gonna give me a trivia, like goddamn. I thought you was gonna ask me to name all the countries in the world. I was sweating for a second. You just gave me 2 easy answers. Oh, that was easy, Mr. Angry Man. I could have answered that quick. That was, yes, I'm going to donate to fix it, and I'm going to donate it because it make me feel good. Yes, it make me feel good to help my family. It make me feel good to help my people. Absolutely. Let me go back.
Situation. So the next time the fund goes up, I want you to ask one question before you give $1.
And I want you guys to answer this question in the chat.
Paying to fix this,
Okay.
or am I just paying to feel like I did something? Until enough of us answer that honestly, nothing is ever going to change. If we continue to pay for the damage instead of paying to prevent it, nothing's ever going to change.
Man, if you don't shut your fat, ugly, dusty, listen to me, sir. There's nothing you can do. The support is set in stone. The community have spoken. We made it very clear of the support that we are going to have for this family. We are going to continue to show up for them because Karmelo didn't deserve this, y'all. That boy graduated high school. He was on his way to do great things. He had scholarships. He was a working man. He was doing everything right. But these butt-broken raccoons and these racists out here trying to paint our brother in a different sight. That baby didn't go to that track meet to hurt nobody. And I know he grown. I hate to call him a baby, but he youngster to me. He didn't want no problems. He told Austin, don't put your hands on me again, bro. But you got guys like this, Anton Daniels, speaking negative against his family, trying to create a divide between us so we can stop, because this money really bothers these people. This 600,000, they don't even understand how easy they finna raise another 600,000. And this case is over. You can't say nothing crazy about what they doing with the money, because this next go around, I'm doing both Angry Man. I'm doing it to fix this problem, and I'm doing it to make myself feel good. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm doing a good deed. I'm showing up for my people. I can't wait to donate to them. I got a trigger finger ready to get on my phone and Apple Pay them. Oh boy, I can't wait. But this is what we got to deal with, family. We got to drown out the noise with support. Because what they trying to do, family, is distract us. See, they want us arguing amongst each other. Yeah, you know what? What is they doing with their money? What happened to all that money? What is the Metcalf family doing with their money? Did they raise Karmelo Anthony right? See, they trying to distract us. But it's not working. We're not stupid like most black people. Like some of these black people out here, because we got some ignorant black people out there. They're the stupid ones, because they falling for this. But the Sambo class, I hate to inform you, we boots on the ground. You think we finna let this, the way they railroaded Karmelo, you think we finna let this slide? You absolutely out of your mind if you think we finna let this slide. That you think we finna just let Karmelo Anthony rot away for 35 years and not do the most that we can do to help this family. Because Karmelo was a good kid, bro. He done everything right. He is everything that you can ask for out of a son. He loved his little siblings. He loved his mother, respected his mother. He respected his father. He went to school. He handled business. He was an athlete. He was a worker. And then the devil came knocking at his door. And we seen this setup from the jump. We seen how they railroaded this boy. And you think we supposed to just throw our hands up and say, well, oh well. Are you fucking crazy? Are you crazy? If you think we finna let that boy just rot away for 35 years, you are out of your mind. We finna do the best we can do. We gonna fight this tooth and nail. And you Sambos is gonna have a hard time with us. Because y'all know that boy didn't come there to cause no problem. Carmelo Anthony ain't even built like that. He wasn't raised like I was raised up. Y'all know that boy wasn't looking for no trouble. Y'all know that. But y'all have to push this agenda to keep us divided so we can turn our back on this family. But it won't work. Carmelo Anthony was on his way to college to be a college athlete, to get him an education, get him a good job, start him a business, whatever he wanted to do. He had siblings that looked up to him. People at his school looked up to him. Captain of the football team. He was a leader. He was a real leader. That's an Anger Man was talking about leadership. This boy was a real leader. You know nothing about that, Anger Man, because you failed as a man. You angry. Because I never seen a man go on a rant like this about somebody else's money. I have never sat and was mad at what somebody else got in their bank account. I'm never looking at the next man and focusing on what they got on their plate. I'm worried about what I got going on. But again, family, we need to stay focused. We need to support this family, and we need to show out for them. Like I said, be careful with this fundraiser pages out there. They are fake. I have been keeping up with the Anthony family. I got eagle eyes on them. They haven't started a fundraiser page. They haven't announced it. These people are creating fake fundraiser pages to continue to create a false narrative about this family. This family is being targeted right now. So hold on to your money. Do not donate to none of these GoFundMes that got Karmelo family faces on it. It's fake. It's fraudulent. It's not real. They have not came out and said they got any GoFundMes going on right now. I have seen I literally seen 5 GoFundMes with Karmelo family on there. Scamming. Exactly, Queen. He was a child, bro. He didn't do nothing wrong. They act like he sat up there and just Austin. He was crying. He was concerned that he even done that to Austin. That's how you know he didn't mean to do that. He was scared for his life, but Stephen A. acted like he wasn't scared for his life. That boy was scared to death that he did not want to do that, but they provoked him to do that. And they not as much angry at Karmelo at how much they angry at us. See, they really mad at us, family. I'm telling you, they not really mad at Karmelo like that. They mad at us because all the hate is being targeted to us. They're supporting him. It's all about Carmelo Anthony supporters said this. Carmelo Anthony supporters saying this. It's us that they mad at. I'm glad y'all mad. I'm glad y'all fatigued. That's making me want to turn up some more. Y'all ain't fatigued yet? Oh, okay. Let me turn it up some more then. Angry Man, I want to have you on here losing your mind. The racist people out there, I want to have y'all crashing out, champing out. Yeah. Let's turn it up some more, family. Let's do that. Exactly. Mr. Make It Happen. He asked if Austin was okay. because he's not like that. He's not a bad kid. He don't have a heart like a cold heart like that. Like, yeah, I stabbed that dude. Yeah, he got what he was asking for. That's not how he was. That's not Karmelo. He wasn't proud of that, what he did. There was a split-second decision that he made. But y'all make it seem like this boy a goddamn thug. Like he riding around gangbanging, shooting people's houses up. Exactly, Mr. Make It Happen. They are mad at us because we are capable of giving them that same treatment. Exactly. They mad at us. So I don't care. Stay mad. But to answer your question again, Mr. Angry Fat Dude, both of them. I'm going to donate because I want to fix the problem to help this family get on their feet because they dealing with a lot right now. And I'm donating to make myself feel good. But let them tell it. Karmelo was just such a bad guy, and he came there with a knife, bro. A knife, bro. The knife they talking about is probably this big, something small like this. We didn't hear Metcalf. Y'all didn't hear no students. Nobody said this what you get for messing with me. He didn't say that. He was concerned for Austin. See, I got smoke for Austin. Karmelo didn't have smoke for Austin. He didn't want to fight. He didn't want to get in trouble. He just wanted y'all to leave him alone, bro. But he had to make sure he got out that situation alive, which I'm glad he did. But while y'all trying to paint the narrative of him being the bad guy, we going to continue to paint the narrative of him being a hero because he a hero. So good luck. But shout out to the family. I appreciate y'all. This was a good show. I love y'all so much, bro. I do. And I know I had at least one troll or something here, but you know I got them out of here fast. Soon y'all mentions their name, I got them out of here. I saw it. I wasn't paying attention at first. He got a couple of troll comments in, but soon as y'all mention his name, I blocked his ass. I know this accountability whooped y'all ass today. I know all the hate watchers out there, y'all mad as hell. All this accountability in this chat room right now. Y'all hate this. I know y'all mad. Y'all hate this accountability. Hey, I don't know what to tell you. Y'all can't shame us for not supporting this family. I love supporting black people. I love supporting my family. You crazy as hell. Think y'all finna railroad Karmelo like that and I don't do nothing about it. Oh yeah, and by the way, before I get up out of here, I have filed a FOIA to see the video, guys. I filed the FOIA. They have 5 days to get to me. They have 5 days to respond to me. If they give me access to see the video, I am flying to Texas. If they email me back with a response that I am approved to watch the video, I am going down there to Texas. I am taking off work. It can be the same day. I am flying down there to watch the video myself. Wish they already came out and said that they blocking people from watching the video right now. They stopping all FOIA requests because so many people is putting in FOIA requests to see the video and they stopping it. So hopefully they get to me because I'm going to vlog it. I'm going to go. I can't wait. If I get a confirmation that I can go see that video, I am flying down there the next day. And you know I'm going to keep it 1,000 of what I seen. Appreciate it, Cutie Pie. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, y'all. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all, bro. I love y'all for real. I'm mad, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I be mad. I be thinking about this shit all day. I'm gonna be real. I be trying not to think about it, but bro, I be thinking about Karmelo Anthony all day. I'm mad. I'm sad. I'm mad. But I'm just trying to stay level-headed and positive for this brother and keep his name out there. Because he need us. He behind them walls. I want him to know. I don't know if I'm pretty sure his family gonna tell him like, yeah, you got a lot of support out there. You got a lot of black people out there standing on business. They having live streams with hundreds of people. They keeping you out there. They exposing the justice system. They exposing the prosecutor. They out there handling business. I want him to know that we out there handling the business, because I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm pissed off. That verdict pissed me off. I ain't finna lie like it ain't affect me. It affect me. That shit affect me. And shit don't really affect me like that. I'm pissed about this verdict. But I gotta stay emotional control. I gotta stay level-headed, and we gotta kill these people with success. We gotta keep winning. We gotta keep this boycott that's going on. Boycott Asian businesses. Scratch that. Replace Asian businesses. Let's get rid of them. Period. Ain't no boycott. Replacement is the goal. The boycotting is old. That's old news. No more replacements. No more boycotting. It's replacement. Let's get these people out of our community. I'm pissed off. I can't lie to y'all. I can't lie to y'all. This shit this shit do something to me. I can't even front. Get you up out of here just like that. Yes, sir. Salute, Anthony. Keep his name moving, because it could have been any one of us. Facts. Bless said she cried for the first time in 7 years, bro. Yeah, bro, this touched us. Shaw said he needs our prayers and protection. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely, he need our protection. Yeah, bro, I can't stop thinking about Karmelo. I can't even lie. Like it affects my day. But long as I come in here and have conversations with you guys, we chop it up, we break down the case, we have fun, we talk shit, and we support the family. This shit made me feel good. And I know this made Karmelo Anthony feel good, because Karmelo Anthony see the support. He see it. They telling him he need us now more than ever, bro. Because that was one of our best. When you say, yeah, point me somebody out the community that's one of y'all best. Karmelo Anthony. Karmelo Anthony. But anyways, guys, I can talk to y'all forever because I love y'all. I love talking to y'all. I gotta go. I'm starving like Marvin. I gotta go get me something to eat. Oh, Angry Man, do you want something to eat? I'm finna go get me something to eat. Because I know you've been talking about money a lot in it. Before I end this live stream, do you need something to eat, brother? Let me know, because you look like you starve. Well, it don't look like you starving. You look very healthy over there. You fat as hell. But if you hungry, do I need to send you a cash app or something for you to stop worrying about other people's money? Please let me know. I'll send you a $5. But if you want an extra $2, you got to give me a full presentation of what's going on. You in debt, the mafia after you. You late, three months behind on your mortgage. Just let me know, brother. I can spur a $5. I ain't gonna do you like that, brother. I'll give you $5. But if you need an extra $2, you got to give me a full presentation with a PowerPoint. And I'll try to beg the check to throw in an extra 50 cents or something. Cause god damn. God damn, bro. Never seen nobody this goddamn hard over somebody else's damn money. Shit. Elevator on up said AM don't need anything to eat. That's why I said no, never mind. That's why I had to switch up and catch myself. I said, no. You look like you eat everything. Right. Let me stop that. Maybe I can throw 5 on it on some gas. The gas prices up. He might need some gas, y'all.